Nintendo just made one of their greediest moves yet by ending the only good thing about the Switch 2. Despite the fact that the Switch 2 had barely anything going for it in the first place, Nintendo's most recent decision with the console is all a part of their plan to force people to buy $80 games. I'll discuss what's going on in this video. Let's get started. Now, to start off, you may be wondering, what is it that Nintendo is ending with the Switch 2 that was so great in the first place? Well, if you've been living under a rock, the Nintendo Switch 2 launched with two different ways that you could buy the console. Now, having two different options at a console launch of how to actually buy the system is pretty normal, whether it launches with two different colors or two different models entirely. But with the Switch 2, Nintendo has been taking a different approach. Instead of making two different hardware options, they have one hardware option and then one with a discounted game. The game that was in this bundle at launch being Mario Kart World. Now, I'll get to why this bundle in particular is significant in a moment, but let's go over what exactly is happening with this bundle as of right now. Recently, over on X, account Nintendo posted a screenshot suggesting that this bundle is being discontinued from an internal memo over at GameStop. This internal memo specifically stated, quote, "This bundle SKU has now reached end of life cycle and additional units will no longer be produced. While still available, this bundle should be recommended to customers as a great value, offering an additional value of $29.99 versus purchasing the game and console separately. Future replenishment of the Nintendo Switch 2 will be the base console," end of quote. And not too long after Nintendo posted that leak, GameStop posted a confirmation of this leak stating that the bundle will no longer be produced. Now, this is something that Nintendo had subtly planned to do all along, and if you take a look at some of their advertising material, it does state down at the bottom that the bundle would be discontinued in fall of 2025. But besides that, Nintendo has been very unclear about when this bundle would be discontinued, and now we finally have confirmation. And the way I see it, Nintendo is really shooting themselves in the foot by going through with discontinuing this Mario Kart World bundle. And despite the underwhelming mess that is Mario Kart World and how mid of a game that it actually is, it's still a big mistake on Nintendo's part. Now, before I get into why Nintendo's greed is really going to harm them by discontinuing the Mario Kart World Switch 2 bundle, I already made a video about how the Switch 2 is failing to sell more than the PS5, despite the fact that it's been extremely heavily marketed in recent months. So make sure to go check out that video and subscribe to this channel, like and hype if you want more videos like this. But anyway, let's talk about why Nintendo discontinuing the Mario Kart World bundle is going to see some really poor results on Nintendo's side. First off, what's going to happen as stock runs out of this bundle? Well, as of right now, the Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle is officially discontinued, but discontinued does not mean out of stock. That means that, at least for a few more months, it will not be hard to find a Mario Kart World bundle at your local stores or even online. But as stock runs out, it's a bit unclear what exactly will happen. As you may know, the Mario Kart World bundle is not the only bundled version of the Switch 2, as Nintendo introduced another one, the Pokemon Z-A bundle. As you can probably imagine, the concept behind the Pokemon ZA bundle is pretty similar to the concept behind the Mario Kart World bundle. And despite the fact that the Pokemon ZA bundle does offer Pokemon ZA at a discount if you purchase it in the bundle, it doesn't exactly replace the importance of the Mario Kart World bundle, and I'll get to why in a moment. Now let's discuss why the discontinuation of the Mario Kart World bundle is going to destroy any momentum Nintendo had with the Switch 2. And first of all, let's address the elephant in the room here. $80 games are really expensive on their own. I don't think that it can be overstated how $80 is way too much to pay for almost any game unless it's truly a premium experience. And even though Mario Kart World did change up the formula a bit, it's way too underwhelming and there's just not enough content for it to be worth $80. Now, even though Mario Kart World being $80 is already a big topic on its own, the Mario Kart World Switch 2 bundle is important because it's essentially a lifeline for consumers who were already planning to purchase a Switch 2. Because despite the fact that Mario Kart World is an underwhelming mess with a ton of issues on its own, the Mario Kart franchise is still extremely important for Nintendo to keep momentum with, as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold around 70 million units on the Switch, and Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U sold over 8 million. The Mario Kart franchise is so consistently popular, in fact, that most of Nintendo's recent platforms have had their #1 best-selling game be Mario Kart. And Nintendo could have taken Mario Kart World one of two ways. Either they actually made it affordable so that people could buy their platform and buy other games in the future, which is kind of what they did with the Switch, or they go with the second route, which is what they seem to be doing with the Switch 2, where they try to milk fans who want to play the new Mario Kart by charging them $80 to buy it. It seems like Nintendo was going to try to aid the $80 price tag with the Mario Kart World bundle, which is what they've been doing up until now, but they've doubled down on the fact that they really want to charge people $80 to buy Mario Kart. And I'm predicting that this is going to end really badly for Nintendo because people do not like paying $80 for games. And to top that off, Nintendo has always been perceived as the affordable gaming company, and for them to charge $80 to buy the new Mario Kart on its own feels like they just forgot who bought their games in the first place. And even though Nintendo is apparently trying to make other new games cheaper by including them with the Switch 2, such as Pokemon ZA, it's just not going to work as well as it has with Mario Kart World. Because like I mentioned earlier, the Mario Kart franchise is the biggest Nintendo franchise at this point in time. And in addition to that, the Mario Kart World bundle offers a more significant discount on the game that is included, with the Mario Kart World bundle offering a savings of $30 and the Pokemon ZA bundle only offering a savings of $20. And despite the fact that you might like Pokemon ZA or Mario Kart World better, Mario Kart World is just naturally more important for Nintendo to sell and get people into their ecosystem, and they're going to have a lot of trouble doing that when they're too greedy to even think about their core fan base. Let me know down in the comments what you think of all this and how much you think Switch 2 sales will slow down. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and if you're watching it within the first 7 days, I'd appreciate if you would hype up this video. But anyway, thanks for watching and Happy New Year.